I don't even want to make this video. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. This could literally just be another Victor Wembanyama video, and I would have a better time making this than anything else. So the question that everybody's asking now is, who is the Defensive Player of the Year? I think it's pretty clear. I think it's pretty obvious. It's Victor Wembanyama. And it's not just Victor because I'm a fanboy and I give him glaze, but, I mean, let's be honest about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What is defense? It's stopping someone from scoring the ball in the hoop. I know, right? Such a crazy concept. So let's talk about why Victor does that better than your boy. Rudy Gobert is great. You know what I mean? I don't want to like try to discount what. I'm just kidding. I don't like Rudy Gobert's game at all. I think it's boring. He's like a traditional big with no offense. It's crazy. At this point, is there anybody? I feel like this is such a boring topic. Is there anybody who actually thinks Rudy Gobert should win? I mean, even Wemby haters have to admit, like, Rudy Gobert's not Defensive Player of the Year. If we're talking about literal pure stats, Victor is so clearly the Defensive Player of the Year. We're talking about blocks, defensive rating. Rudy has him on that. I think Rudy's like 104 right now. I forgot what Wemby's at, but it's lower. Or technically higher, but you know how it goes. So yesterday I posted a poll on here, and it was simply, who's winning Defensive Player of the Year? And there was a comment there that said, who should win and who I think is going to win are two different answers. And I agree. I think we're at a point in the NBA where the general consensus and the reality are two very different things. I have all these notes about why Victor should be DPOY, but at the end of the day, it all boils down to gravity. Think about why Steph is so good. It's gravity. It's not because he's the best shooter of all time, obviously. It's not because he has a winner mentality, obviously. It's because wherever he's at on the floor, everybody knows. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's that simple. It's that simple. I understand the case for Rudy Gobert. You know, he has the best defensive rating in the league, but Wemby's not that far behind. And he's the anchor of the best defensive team in the league. Well, here, I'm going to pose this to you. If Rudy Gobert is the anchor to the best defensive team in the league, Victor Wembanyama is the whole boat. Victor Wembanyama is a better defensive player than every single team in the entire league. Let's just use this as an example. Christian Braun, premier white guy in the league. He's not soft. Christian Braun is not afraid to go at anybody. Christian Braun is dunking on Rudy Gobert. He just is. He doesn't care about Rudy Gobert being the best defensive player in the league, the potential DPOY. He doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. And that's a problem. That's a real problem. Not because it's a problem that somebody's not afraid of somebody else, but it's a problem that we're even considering Rudy Gobert as DPOY when Victor is the one who is literally affecting the patterns of how people play basketball. He's literally stopping people from playing basketball in the way that they want to play. People are literally afraid to go at Victor. I couldn't find like the whole clip, but you can see in here, like Scottie Pippen Jr., who's hooping, by the way, is like afraid to go to the hoop, go to the rim on Victor, right? You'll see in this clip another example, of course, is the Grizzlies again. But nobody wants to go up. Nobody wants to even enter the paint on Victor, right? At the end of the Nuggets-Spurs game, Christian Braun has a quote-unquote wide open lane, but Victor's down there, so it's not actually wide open. Victor had 9 blocks. Would have been his 10th. But Christian Braun said, nope, I'm going to script this out. I know he didn't see Michael Porter Jr. He runs around him, and then he sees him out of the corner of his eye, hits Michael Porter Jr., who I think he was not shooting well from 3, bangs a 3. Victor is literally altering shots. I find it so interesting and intriguing that the entire basketball community, players, media, fans, like we all agree Victor should be winning DPOY. Rudy Gobert is great. Victor Wembanyama will be the greatest player of all time. If not the greatest player, at least, at minimum, at bare fucking minimum, the greatest defensive player of all time to have ever existed. Better than any of your favorite players, I promise. Victor has a genuine opportunity, if he wins this year, to win DPOY every year of his career, if we're honest. And that kind of goes into like a bigger conversation about awards in general. It's not just the fact that like Victor might not win this year. It's about every single award. Same thing with MVP. Like Jokic should have 3 MVPs right now. Like he should be going on to 4. I'll be honest. I don't know, man. I feel like this video's gone on too long. I've been recording for way longer than I really wanted to. I don't even like this topic. I think it's such a stupid thing to talk about. Because if Rudy Gobert wasn't on the best defensive team, he wouldn't even be in the conversation. It would be such a clear-cut case. I think the only real conversations we should be having is if Jonathan Isaac was playing full like 36 minutes. You know what I mean? Jonathan Isaac is so goddamn good at defense. So good at defense. It's so crazy. It's so crazy because there are a few guys in the league who are like, man, y'all are so good, but they'll never get the recognition they deserve because of Victor, unfortunately. Those guys being like Herb Jones, Jonathan Isaac, Jalen Suggs. Who else is pretty decent on defense? I honestly, I don't even know. Like, nobody really. The problem is Victor's so good. I just want to give a big shout out to everybody from the last video who left a comment. Whether it was negative or not, I didn't really care. There were a couple guys in there who left some really thoughtful comments, and I appreciate it. I'm a nerd about basketball, and so the conversation back and forth is what I really appreciate. So, again, if you are interested in telling me I'm wrong, or if you have a different opinion, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. I'll probably reply unless I think it's really silly. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been me, nobody else, all day.